WWE2K25 MyFaction. Buckle up, you now ride with 2K Pun. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to really beat this, but you already know. Some of you may have already done it. Great, fine, still watch this video because you might learn something. You're definitely going to learn something, and I'm going to make sure of it. I'm sacrificing me grinding into this game for WrestleMania packs coming out this Friday so I could bring you this content. If I have to spend money, real VC, to open those WrestleMania packs because I have to take time to make this video, I will do that. I will make that sacrifice for my punishers, my subscribers, my viewers, to give you the most value. So here you see I haven't beat. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to close this door. But John Cena cannot close the door. Why? Because Sami Zayn has resiliency and he just busts out like the Incredible Hulk. And then right here, he's gonna throw me in the ambulance and send me to the hospital. And I got no health insurance, so we are screwed. Not only are we gonna lose this match, but we're gonna get stuck with one heck of a medical bill. But that being said, watch this video. And I did not learn all these tips and tricks on my own. I am not a one and done live event content creator. Sometimes I win the matches the first time. This is like my 5th, 6th time doing this match, and I'm losing. Some of you guys in the comments that hit me up that you lost 25 times. You are 0-25. But in this live event, you just need one win. So here you see Sami Zayn closes the door on us and he sends us to the hospital with no Medicare. So yeah, it's a problem because you're going to need this card to continue for the live events, for the Emerald John Cena, and then eventually the Ruby Persona card, John Cena. So I'm going to help you get that Ruby Persona card. I'm going to make it my goal. I'm going to make it my mission. And we are going to go to war with these live events. So smash that subscribe button because I'm not a one and done live event content creator bragging. I'm actually going to help you beat this shit. So yeah, it's just cringe at this point that these content creators, they show you, not all of them, don't get it twisted. There's a lot of great content creators. I will shout them out in this video, and I will credit a lot of content creators. And if I credit a content creator, make sure you go subscribe to the channel, show them love and support, and tell them 2K Punch sent you. But yeah, here, this is the match we're actually winning. So what I do, first of all, hard roll out the ring so he's not over here haluva kicking you and doing whatever you want. And this one, I give credit to Hardcore Casual, the Hardcore Casual, okay? He's one of the OG MyFaction content creators. Shout out Hardcore. But definitely, I learned this from him watching his video. Take Sami Zayn backstage. Because you know what's not backstage? An ambulance. And you can't lose the match if there's no ambulance backstage. Because this is an ambulance match. It's a dark match. There's no, well, it's not a dark match because there is lights in the arena. But it's dark match in the fact that you can't see the HUD. You can't see reversal prompts. You can't see your health, your signature, your finisher meters. You can't see nothing. So you're in the dark as far as what's going on in the match. So you have to use your common sense. And you're going to need a little bit of luck, but I don't believe in luck. You're going to need a lot of blessings. So here, Sami Zayn decides to take us backstage. Now, you could take him backstage, but if you're fighting in this back area, he's pretty much going to pull you back there at some point. But if he doesn't, you just grapple him, and I believe it's L1, where you just drag him to the backstage. And because there's no prompts, at some point the prompt pops up, so you're just going to have to keep spamming L1. Or I'm not 100% sure if it's L1 because most of the times I went backstage, he was the one that took me. For some reason, I could take him from the backstage to the front stage, but I'm having a little issue taking him from the main stage to the backstage, if that makes sense. But to take him back to the main stage, I'm not having an issue. I drag him, press L1, and then he goes. So if you do know, leave it in the comments. Help the community, help the punishers, because being that there's no prompts, I don't have time to go into a regular ambulance match and see how to drag somebody backstage. I just know you have to grapple him, press L1, drag him, and then there's another prompt that pops up. But because there's no prompts popping up in this type of match, because there's no HUD, I'm not sure when it does pop up. But I know if you fight in that backstage, in the edge of the ramp, Sami at some point will drag you backstage, okay? So I'm going to speed this up because we're backstage, right? We're backstage, so I'm about to speed this up so not to make you sit through this whole match backstage. So basically when you're backstage, there's no ambulance. You can't lose. So he's going to hit you with haluva kicks galore. And last year there was a Sami Zayn event where he was hitting you with hula kicks galore. I believe it was for a Big Papa Pump. And when you took Sami backstage, he wasn't really doing the hula kicks like that. He's still going to do the hula kicks down here, but it's not a knockout match. It's not a falls count anywhere match. It's an ambulance match. And backstage, there's no ambulance, so we're good. So we could get a bunch of hula kicks. He's going to weaken us up, but our main goal, we're going to get weakened up regardless, right? So our main goal is to weaken him up. So one of the best weapons I like is the bat, if not the shovel, because they don't break. I like the bat because it's more precise and quicker to use. So definitely want to go for a bat. If you don't have a bat, shovel's a good one. The kendo stick breaks. The chair breaks. The chairs are, it's kind of wonky to use this chair and slow animation. But my favorite weapon of choice is the baseball bat. Shout out to Sammy Sosa. But yeah, we're about to hit a whole bunch of home runs here backstage. So just go to town on Sami Zayn. So as you're hitting him with the bat, you're building your signature, you're building your finisher. But you can't see it because it's a dark match. He hit us with hula kick. Big deal, no sweat. We'll be stunned for a little while. We'll come back. When we get out of a stun, hopefully we'll get a reversal. And then we'll keep weakening up Sami Zayn. So I'm going to speed this up and then I'll continue to talk. This is pre-recorded, so I have the best editing tools in the history of mankind. So you don't have to sit through an extra long video. So I'm about to speed this up. Not now, right now. So here we're backstage, right? So I'm going to speed this up. So backstage, you want to get your MFP or your MFP match action requirements done, right? You got to do your 10 hard grapple attacks, 10 heavy attacks. You got to do your 2 taunts. You got to get the torso red. You got to hit your signature and your finisher. We know this, right? To get 90 MyFaction points. Okay, if you don't know how to match actions, just press the pause menu, go to match actions to show you what you need to do. So right here, we're just building up our MFP. We're getting our match actions done. I like to do this grapple heavy. Just press X on the PlayStation. Heavy attack, and he does the sunset flip thingy, and it works, you know. And he reverses it sometimes, but he don't reverse it that much compared to like some of the other moves he might try to do. But here we're just gonna weaken him up. We're still building our match actions, right? We're trying to get our 10 heavies, our 10 heavy attacks, our 10 grapple attacks, and blah blah blah. All that crap we have to do, all right? Because you have to get 90 MyFaction points to win this match. Here I got the bat. I want to play baseball. Sami Zayn wants to play soccer. You know what are we gonna do? But we're backstage, so I'm not concerned. Like, I'm going to take my bumps. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take my bumps. I'm going to give them bumps. Because at the end of the day, there is no ambulance back here. So I can't lose the match back here. So he drags me or I drag him to the main stage, then we're back to business. But before we get back to business, we got to give Sami Zayn the business here with the Undertaker shovel. Let's go. So he can't see us. Will he get a reversal? Nope. He does a lot of reversals. A lot of reversals. You're going to get reversed a lot. You don't know when he's stunned pretty much. Usually we use like Merciless Opportunist. When that activates, we'll know he's stunned. But this John Cena card don't really have crap to give you an idea of when you're stunning Sami. So it's just a guessing game at this point. And sometimes you go for your finisher signature. He's not stunned, but you might hit it. And then he'll probably reverse you. So it is what it is. He's going to keep trying to kick your head off. Because he plays freaking... He likes to play soccer, so yeah, I don't even know what John Cena was doing. I think, I'm trying to do the submission finisher, I believe, right? But you don't have to do the submission or finisher. You could just do a regular grapple submission, and we want to burn his resiliency. See, he's doing it to us, right? So we want to do this to him. Why? Because we want to make him burn his resiliency. This Sami Zayn card is a diamond card. And if you know, diamond cards have resiliency. He's using that resiliency to bust out the ambulance when you have won the match. And I'm sure this has happened to you. To bust out the ambulance like the Incredible Hulk. And then he does some cheesy move, which you can't reverse. He throws you in the ambulance match over and you're pissed off. Well, there's no more being pissed off when you buckled up and riding with 2K Pun. Because right here, we're going to show you exactly how to get this done. Now, is this going to work 100% of the time? No, a lot depends on you. You have to time your reversals right. You're going to miss reversals, stuff like that. But here backstage, you have nothing to worry about. Here backstage is a good time to practice reversing the hula kick and all these moves that Sami's going to do on you. Because you don't have to worry about losing because there's no ambulance for him to throw you in, like I said before. So here I'm just waiting for him to climb down the ladder. So, okay, at this point, I'm just trying to build my signature. Also, just signatures and finisher, right? And now John Cena has a super finisher, yes. But just because you hit a super finisher does not mean he's going to not be able to get out that ambulance. if that makes sense. Because I have hit my super finisher, put him in the ambulance, and he still busted out. So here we take another haluva kick. So right here, I'm looking. I'm like, where's his the STFU? That's what I'm looking for. So I was trying to do the STFU like towards his feet or whatever, because it says you have to be at the lower body. But for some reason, I don't know if maybe I wasn't holding X the way I should have, or I was just tapping it. But he was just trying to do the regular attitude adjustment, and I wasn't having that. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna bait him to come up here. I'm gonna knock him down, and then I want to go. See, I'm trying to do it again, but he just does the attitude adjustment. So I'm trying to do it again at his lower body, but I guess I wasn't holding X. I haven't practiced too much with John Cena, so I couldn't tell you. But here I'm gonna get him weak, and then I'm gonna go for a regular submission, right? R2 trigger and circle, and watch the meter, right? He's fighting me. Boom! You seen that? He didn't make his meter go all the way up to get out of it. It just automatically came out of it instantly. That means he just burned his resiliency on a submission. So now he has no resiliency. Now at this point, I could take him out, drag him out, do a super finisher or hit my regular finisher, whatever the case is, and try to win the match, right? But I still want to weaken him up. Definitely want to weaken him up. So that's very important. Get him as weak as until you feel comfortable that you weaken them up enough. And make sure that you get a lot of what you need, a lot of moves that you need to build your signature finisher. Now, you won't know what you have, but you pretty much know. If you're hitting a lot of moves, getting a lot of reversals, you're going to be building up your signature and finisher meter. Now, the problem with Cena's finisher, he has a tired finisher. And him having a tired finisher, you're just going to lay there after you hit your finisher. You will get up before Sammy unless he uses quick recovery. But it's annoying that you're just laying there. And then you're giving Sammy more time to recover as well. So what I recommend, which I don't do in this match, but I did it in my prior matches and it worked fine. But I didn't win those matches. Because you're going to lose this match from time to time. It just is what it is. Don't let nobody gas you. You're going to lose this match. We all know this. Is hitting the signature outside the ring, because he just does like the 5-knuckle shuffle, but he just does like the fist drop right in your head, and he does not. It is not a tired signature, if that makes sense. So you hit him with it, and you won't be laying on the floor after that. So that's a good move to use before you throw him in the ambulance. So right here, I just grab him, right? R2 trigger, L1 after you don't grapple him, and then L1. So grapple him and then L1 to drag. And then I dragged him. This is on the PlayStation. If you guys know how to do it on Xbox, leave it in the comments for people that have the Xbox. So right now, he's ready to go in the ambulance. He burned his resiliency. So now the match really starts, right? So he's going to beat us or we're going to beat him, right? So he's going to do his moves on me or whatever the case is. But I'm taking the fight a little bit away from the ambulance. I like to fight in front of the ambulance at this point. So I'm going to fight in front of the ambulance and watch. Right? Because even if he got me on the floor, he can't throw me instantly into the ambulance. So I like to take the fight here. See, he hit me with a haluva kick. The doors are not there. He can't throw me in. He might try to drag me, but he's trying to throw me into the ambulance, but he can't throw me in through the front. He got to throw me in through the back. So you see how the CPU is already programmed to do this cheesy crap. So now the CPU at some point is going to get a little smarter, or we're going to do our moves and we're going to be a little smarter. So he's still trying to throw me, right? So I'm not having it. So finally, I get a reversal, right? So right here, I'm just building. I did a wake-up taunt. Wake-up taunts are very important. Up on the directional pad, I can't stress that enough. When you got him down, up on the directional pad. If he's not using quick recovery, you're good. So up on the directional pad, and when you do that, it gives him a wake-up recovery where he wakes up stunned, and you're building your stamina. Because this Cena card has poor stamina. And without stamina, there's a lot of things you can't do. You move a lot slower, and your striking animations or grapple animations are not as crisp as they should be. So here I go get a weapon, the bat, my weapon of choice, and I go to hit him with it, and he does that stupid fake. It pissed me off, and I'm going to lose this match. But I do get the reversal. So thank goodness. So right here, I just hit him. I said, I'm going to go for it. He reversed it. It is what it is. Boom, I hit him. Okay, fine. I hit him with our finisher. I wasn't tired because I had my stamina built for the wake-up taunt. Throw him in the ambulance. And then I go to close the door. And what does Cena do? He picks up the bat like a moron. But then, you know, we get our wits together. And here's just a tapping battle. So I close the first door. Now, the second door, I didn't think I was going to get it because I'm like hitting the button. You're going to have to go ham on these buttons. But the more ham you get, you keep doing it. Don't give up. Never give up, like John Cena says. And we got it done. Okay, so that's my advice to you. This little video, I made this for you guys to hopefully help you guys if you're having problems. Some of you guys have not completed this live event and you can't move forward because tomorrow the live events, the next one's gonna come out for the Emerald, and I'll try to make a video on that for you guys. Sorry, I had a busy work schedule, doing a lot of artwork, so my personal life was very busy. But I've been watching content creators. So that darn guy, TH Jamie, MyFaction guy, the Hardcore Casual. Those are all 4 content creators that helped me put this video together. And I just watched their videos and I took what worked for them and put it in this video. But the main thing was the Hardcore Casual. Dragging Sami Zayn backstage was the main thing that helped me. But all those content creators had content that helped me in their videos. So make sure you go get this gold John Cena card because you're going to need them for tomorrow for the live event to go get that Emerald. And hopefully that live event is not as cheesy as this one was. So that being said, don't ever forget that Jesus always loves you. God bless. The former People's Pack Champ 2K Pun. I'm out.